Hello again, everyone. Took a lunch break and we're back again. It's Monday, June 14th, and we are speaking and sharing truth. Lots of news. So every time I think I'm going to not make any more episodes, I see more news that we need to share. And so if I'm sharing it, then you should be sharing it too, by the way. And we're doing this one on the ACLJ. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. We're trying to grow our YouTube subscriber list. So please comment. We will respond. And today is Monday, June 14th. And let's go into what we have for the ACLJ. Now, for those of you not familiar, you can go to aclj.org. It's a nonprofit organization, a legal team that fights on behalf of Christians and Americans and for our rights. It's run by, several people are involved, including Pompeo and the brothers, Sokolow brothers. I think there's like 3 or 4 of them, and all of them are attorneys and experts in conservative law. So I'm going to read this article, and then I'm going to go into some videos on this subject. Okay, this is in regards to some claims that Representative Ilhan Omar said. Okay, so Representative Ilhan Omar has said yet another controversial statement relating to foreign policy at a time when we are witnessing multiple domestic and foreign crises. Representative Omar, an elected member of the United States Congress who sits on the Foreign Affairs Committee, just compared America and America's greatest ally in the Middle East, Israel, to known terrorist organizations. So she compared the United States of America, which is her home, and she's an elected official of that home. And she also compared Israel to terrorist organizations, the United States and Israel. Okay. The controversy began when Representative Omar tweeted out, "We must have the same level of accountability and justice for all victims of crimes against humanity. We have seen unthinkable atrocities committed by the U.S., Hamas, Israel, Afghanistan, and the Taliban. I asked Secretary Blinken where people are supposed to go for justice." That's what she tweeted out. These words are equating the United States and the Israeli military with the Taliban and Hamas. To compare these terrorist organizations that have committed the worst possible crimes against humanity in the United States and Israel is absurd. And I agree with this, by the way. The article continues and says, "This is especially true since this is not the first time that she's made these types of remarks. In 2019, she tweeted about the relationship between the U.S. and Israel being all about the Benjamins, an anti-Semitic trope. This is unacceptable, especially for the U.S. member of Congress." Okay, this is, it's a pretty long article, but it is, if you go onto the aclj.org, you could find it. It's got some back pages, backlinks and so forth. But, so, this is, okay, so then it goes on. Let me just read a little bit more. Okay, Representative Omar was forced to explain herself with a statement, and you could click on that link and go to the statement, clarifying her tweet after she was met with criticism from Congress, including the leadership of her own party. On Monday, I asked Secretary Blinken about ongoing international criminal court investigations. To be clear, the conversation was about accountability for specific incidents regarding those ICC, which is International Criminal Court, cases, not a moral comparison between Hamas and the Taliban and the United States and Israel. I was in no way equating terrorist organizations with the democratic countries with well-established judicial systems. So she was kind of trying to change the context of the tweet, you know, and why she said what she said. Let me see, yay, we got a birthday wish for Mr. President. Happy birthday, Mr. President. Be great if you could see that. Okay, so we got some other stuff to share here on this same subject. I'm going to go into, now that you got some of the context, I'm going to go to this article, which I tried to play this video earlier, and I'm not going to try it again, but you can go see it on foxnews.com. No, I don't usually go on foxnews.com, but there's articles all over the place that we read just for the sake of sharing it with y'all. So this one is House Republicans who voted to oust Taylor Greene demand Pelosi do the same for Ilhan Omar. Again, the hype, you know, it's the double standard, you know. So Representative Marjorie Greene was taken off her committee assignments, and the same should be done here in this case. So the House Republicans who broke with the party in February to remove Georgia Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene from her committee assignments after making controversial comments are now demanding that Democratic House Speaker Nancy Pelosi remove Representative Ilhan Omar, a Democrat, from her assignments amid backlash over statements likening the United States and Israel to the Taliban and Hamas. Okay? So again, you know what her statement was. So she's pretty much saying we are the same, that our country and Israel is a terrorist country. That's pretty much what she's saying in that. And then she tries to change, I guess, the meaning, or that she was misunderstood, or whatever the case may be. You guys are going to have to read it for yourself. ACLJ.org. But I also have some videos that I want to share on this same subject, 2 of them. And let's go here.
Squad member Ilhan Omar has likened the United States and its closest Middle East ally to major foreign terrorist groups.
She decided to put the tweet out and then link the video. And the video goes further into detail about how she would like the U.S. to be treated like the Taliban at the international level, and our military be subject to the same treatment as the Taliban or Hamas or Afghan security forces, and throws in Israel as well. Fellow Congresswoman Rashida Tlaib wrote, "Freedom of speech doesn't exist for Muslim women in Congress. Benefit of the doubt doesn't exist for Muslim women in Congress."
House Democrats, I believe about a dozen of them, have just put out a statement saying this: equating the United States and Israel to Hamas and the Taliban is as offensive as it is misguided. The United States and Israel are imperfect, but false equivalencies give cover to terrorist groups. We urge Congresswoman Omar to clarify her words.
If Nancy Pelosi won't take the action, she has the power to do it. She's got the support within her caucus, likely to do it, to say, you know what, we're going to take the action we can. Enough is enough. I think words are no longer enough at this point. These words should have consequences, Stan.
I know from firsthand experience how these committee selections are made, and leadership of both parties goes into a closed room and they decide what party message they want to put forward on each of the issues that each of the committee handles. And so if they are going to continue placing Congresswoman Omar on the House Foreign Affairs Committee, they are intentionally and proactively saying her views on these issues are part of the message that we want to put forward on that. Jordan, if that were not the case, it would be very simple. They would say, look, yeah, we don't necessarily agree with her on foreign affairs issues, but we really agree with her on, say, judiciary issues. We'll put her on that committee so that we can amplify the part of her message that we agree with. Jordan, if they don't take that step, I honestly don't care what these words say. Even if these words are really good, they are still proactively saying, we want her views on foreign affairs to be a part of our party message. And Jordan, they should have to own that.
So there you go. On their YouTube, they have a lot of videos, or actually like 5 or 6 videos that kind of build the story, including probably like an hour and a half long show that covers all the different aspects of that. And the link to their YouTube to subscribe and also to view those videos is in the description below. I have some other stories that I want to share with you. Some of them kind of continuing of some of the stuff we shared this morning. I'm going to add some that I just saw pop up. So I'll add the description right now as you're viewing it. It is called, The Blowout Pennsylvania News. And this is by Doug Tenapel, one of our favorites.
Out of Pennsylvania's Fulton County, Pennsylvania did an investigation on their own machines, and they found SQL files. I'll show you the document. We'll actually read the published piece from Fulton County. I'll tell you what you can do with an SQL file on a machine. Hello, deplorables, royal subjects. This is Doug Tenapel, and I'm going to show you real quick this SQL file that showed up on Fulton County, Pennsylvania's vote machines. They should not be there. They're not approved at all by the election committee. They have to be installed by the machine company, and they allow you to override anything that goes through the machine. That's why they're suspicious. Okay, this comes from a long PDF, so I'm making it short for you. Thank you, Doug. Wake TSI found 2 EMS anomalies. Let's go down here to find out. That's election management system. They found 2 election management system anomalies with the voting system, which are 1, the number of scanning errors, and 2, the installation of the Microsoft SQL server data tools. Remember that SSDT. The one major area of concern with installed software is that Dominion has installed the Microsoft SQL server data on the server. There's no valid reason for Microsoft SQL server data tools to be installed on the election management system. Fulton County Systems did not have any external applications installed that were not utilized by the election management system other than the extraneous Microsoft software that comes with version 10 of the OS and the SQL toolbox discussed previously. The problem falls not only on the Onion, but also on the Commonwealth's Department of State for not enforcing their own certification guidelines, 11.3.4 Onion edition of non-certified software. Onion has added the Microsoft SQL server data tools to their installations. Okay, the reason why these SQL files are not allowed on machines, and they were also found in Antrim, Michigan, is the reason why they're not allowed is because it allows anybody to, at the SQL, at that operating system level, to change any file on the machine, and it's outside of that actual system so that it doesn't show up. That's why they're not allowed on machines. Should they be there? You tell me in the comments what you think, because I can't give my opinion. I'm Doug Tenapel, and I'm the happiest guy in the world with no opinion.
Thank you, Doug. That's great. Great, great. Every truth, every lie will be revealed. Every truth will be told, spoken, shouted from the rooftops. Truth. I have another video from Out of the Darkness. I'm going to play that for you right now. And it is called, and it's kind of similar to the news that Julie Green Ministries shared in regards to January 6th.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Out of the Darkness. I am Q, and we are on our way to Tennessee. So those of y'all that are in Tennessee, I will see you guys very soon. We are coming out there getting ready for the big move. So it's exciting. It's a lot of work, but we are busy. But y'all didn't want to hear about all that. So what I wanted to talk to you guys about is we have some major information coming out of the Capitol. Senator Ron Johnson has his since they won't give us the 14,000 hours worth of tape, Senator Ron Johnson is having his entire staff comb through that tape of the January 6th situation that took place down there. You guys know what we're talking about. And the findings are troubling at best, guys. Oh, my goodness. We've got to weed out the corruption. So he is saying, so Ron Johnson was on with Mark Levin last night, on Sunday night. And he is saying that he has had his staff going through 38%, so over a third of the people who got into the Capitol were waved in, is what he's saying. He is saying that they were waved in by the Capitol Police. They didn't push, they didn't shove, any of that, that they were let in. The door was open and they were waved in by the Capitol Police. Now, that is what Senator Ron Johnson is saying. Now, he might be a liar. He might be dishonest. He might just be an evil person spreading misinformation. We don't know. I mean, I know, but I'm going to let you guys decide because I don't want this platform getting upset.
That's right.
But let me know what you guys think. Do you think that Ron Johnson would be lying about this? Do you think there's some truth to it? I want to see the video. But, of course, they're not releasing the video to us. But Ron Johnson has seen the video himself, he is saying. His staff has reviewed the video, and it appears that the Capitol Police waved in 38% of the people that got into the Capitol. 38% of them were waved in by the Capitol Police. So, guys, this is coming out. The truth is coming out. The truth will make us free. And we're going to get to the bottom of it. We will not rest until our country is healed. And we will not allow elitists to continue to divide us. We will not do it. So, to my Sandy Beige family, thank you, guys. Have a fantastic day. Like, share, subscribe.
That's great. That's great. Again, every lie will be revealed. It's going to happen. You know, Out of the Darkness is traveling with his family, I think, to Tennessee. They're moving, they're relocating literally, and he stops along the way to make these videos. That's what people do throughout their day. They want to just make a quick video and tell truth. And thank God, the Holy Spirit is just traveling all over and just showing us what to do, leading us and bringing us together. This is a great nation. God bless America and God bless you. I'll talk to you soon.